Let's talk about transportation, right? So, transportation was built by and for people without disabilities. We're looking at a population of 151 million Americans, okay? And you get it either at birth or as an accident, or you age into it. You have people who have sensory disabilities, blind, low vision, deaf, hard of hearing, people who are cognitively impaired, and of course, you have ambulatory problems or people maybe in wheelchairs or use other mobility devices. And they have a real right to live their best lives, their full potential, and that requires accessible transportation systems. In 1991, we had the Americans with Disabilities Act, which mandated five basic things that have to be accessible. Transportation is the jewel in the crown. And today, we're still struggling with it. When I travel, and I used to travel a lot as a former board member for the Regional Transportation District, and as you know, the first blind woman elected to office in the great state of Colorado, I would go frequently to lobby on behalf of the Regional Transportation District. Today, you have to call ahead a month in advance and let them know you're coming. And that's not just a quick call either. It's not how everybody travels. And if you need to go immediately somewhere, too bad. How can we make things better? Now, they've made a hybrid move using rideshare companies like Lyft and Uber to take people that don't have mobility devices and can use a regular vehicle. And that works really well. And why can't people in wheelchairs use those two? I think what we can find is that you set up this national program, a universal pass. All of the transit agencies are in it and they have to opt out if they don't want to. But it's managed in a cloud in the way that we do Uber and Lyft, and that pass is carried on with you wherever you go. And then there's the infrastructure for that. You're moving from the paratransit vehicle to the rideshare model, Uber and Lyft. But you need more of those ride shares to be accessible. It's going to save money. I mean, the numbers are very, very clear. Paratransit is roughly 10% of the annual operating budget of a transit agency. And so why can't somebody over at US Department of Transportation have an office set up that does a national pass, eligibility, one and done? I'm blind, I'm not gonna become sighted. But if I do become sighted, I'd be happy to tell you about it. I do think Secretary Buttigieg is a visionary, and it takes the Secretary of Transportation to lead the charge. I mean, look at all the billions of dollars again that are going into the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act. That's great. We need to see some of that trickle into the area of really solving the transportation problem for Americans with disabilities across our great nation.